So some of you want to know what I've been doing since I got back home, besides eating. Well, this is a nutshell is what I've been doing so far. Enjoy. So I have been taking my dog out for a walk so I can get an idea of what's happening in the area. It should be noted that I am taking her for a walk and she's not taking me for a walk. I'm glad that there is a doubles vendor close by.
Like a family.
Heavy pepper for me. After getting a few things, I made my way to Sabbatical Street. In the background, that was San Fernando Hill. And this is really on Sabbatical Street. This is about the middle area of Sabbatical Street. And we are heading down Sabbatical Street. Okay, this street is probably going to get very busy when Carnival comes around, because this is one of the major areas that the bands pass when there is Carnival. Here is the Lifestyle brand motors. I'm not seeing my favorite vehicle there. My favorite vehicle is a Jimny. And lower down here, this is where I'm talking about camp, the mass camp. Yeah, Carnival is coming up. This building I did not see when I was here in Trinidad 4 years ago. This one was here, but not. It was developing. It wasn't like this before. The Nissan brand, I love the Nissan Frontiers. Love to have a vehicle like that. And this major area here, this major area is the crossing area. Very busy during the night, selling of food up to 2 o'clock in the morning. Opposite is Skinner's Park, which is under renovations right now. Right, it's a very popular park. Another part of it is behind the stadium, this is behind the stadium here, and there are about 5 schools in the area. It normally is very busy, but right now it's still early. It's about 7 o'clock, and school normally starts about 8 o'clock in the morning, and so you don't have too much school children in the area right now. There are a lot of cars coming on right now, and they are taking the kids to school. And not too far from the park is where I have shown you SAPA. This is the South Academy of the Performing Arts. Alright, so a lot of activity is within that little block area. Now, this is just the area that I would normally walk Khaleesi. That's the name of my dog, Khaleesi. And just head back home, because this is just really a short walk for her. She is a bit old. She's 11 years old in human years, but dog years, she will be about 77. So she is old, and this is a shortcut to go home. I don't want her to overexert herself on these walks. Now for some breakfast that I bought earlier. Okay, this is sahina, and with it I am eating 2 bagani. Pennywise. My sister passed me a little later and we went to Pennywise, and this here is Gulf City. We are going to have some lunch here in Gulf City. What I ate was a hamburger, fries and fried chicken with a drink, of course. Here we have the fountain. Right, this is a major part of the central area of Gulf City. I'm not going to take you through Gulf City right now, there's a lot to do. So I'm just giving you a little idea of what it looks like. So it's time to really head home. Okay, so now I'm going to take you inside my workspace, my living space. Okay, most of these things are mine. Alright, this couch set, for example, that is probably about 15 years old. The photo in the background is how I got this couch set. My wife and I entered a competition and we won the competition. Those are the hands of her father. I also have an air condition for those hot days and steamy nights. Yeah, right. So on the other side of the room is a television, and this is actually streaming from the internet. So it's not really TV like how you know it in the past. Yeah, and this is my dog Khaleesi. And the small one, his name is Drogo. The names came from the popular television series Game of Thrones. So if you know about Game of Thrones, you'll know about these names. I have been spending most of my time catching up on some of my favorite movies, as well as Hannah. I do tend to take my work seriously, so even though I'm watching Hannah, I'm actually analyzing how to improve on what she is doing.
And now we're going to buy some snacks for the party. A lot of snacks, by the way.
Now, I'm just taking you here to see the refrigerator. It's one of the first things my wife and I ever purchased together, all right, and it's still working. And you're talking about this thing being here for almost 15 years. Hence the reason why it's so important to buy things of a good brand name. And behind the house is the renters' apartments. Two, one upstairs, one downstairs. Right now, I'm just completing a project for IG, and I will be making a video sometime later. Just in case you're wondering what I'm doing here, this is my sound studio. Okay, now what happens is that when you talk, basically your sound is going to be echoing in your room because of the hard surfaces. So in order for you to understand how it works, I'm going to take you, all right, now you're paying attention to the audio, right, not the video, because the video is going to be a little bit bad. And I'm putting you inside. Now what you will listen to is how things are different in the voice. So the voiceovers that I'm doing, this is going to be an easy or cheap way of getting better sound when there are noises around, because right now there's a pump going on, right? You have kids in the back playing in the schools, right? So the sound is not bouncing around as much because it's being absorbed by the materials. See? Cheapo. Now when it comes to my dog, I got her when my wife passed away, maybe about 9 months after. You know, things were very difficult for me, so getting her, she kind of changed, or she kind of got me able to cope with the passing of my wife almost 12 years ago.